Now let's look at the fundamental and technical indicators. So you might have heard about the forex traders deciding to buy and sell, and there are basically two schools of thinking. I'll call that two types of thinking to decide to sell or buy, or let's say to go long or short. Now the best thing would be to decide which one you want to become, because if you were to change your strategy, then you might have difficulties to be and remain consistent. So it depends which way you want to do. The fundamental analysis is looking at economic reports, news, and country's performance, and everything that goes into the movement of the currency. And we talked about this, what affects the currency prices, in our previous module, if you want to look at that. So this is that. And then with that, you want to watch the world events at larger scale, interest rates, and then you wanted to look at the political news and everything that's happening, all the news. The second one is the technical indicators. So first one is this one, and the second one is the technical indicator. To try to understand the price movement by looking at the chart. To properly interpret the chart, and if you adopt this approach, you're going to be looking at the charts and charts only. The difference between these two are just how you want to look at things. I have to say that the technical indicator way, it has less work to do, less research work to do, and more chart work to do, as opposed to the fundamental analysis has more digging to do, more research to do, more work to do, and then again looking at the indicators a little bit, and then making the placing the trade regardless which way, without looking at the chart much, but going mainly on the news flash. And then there is a time limit. The news that affects everything, you must be able to predict and come to your decision very quickly, because if you look at the announcement happening 1 week ago, it's no longer relevant to the prices and the market. So when starting out, it can be confusing for one trader to decide which way they want to do, and most of the new traders, I can say probably 90% of new traders go with technical indicators, and this can be a little bit easier, or much easier route, but very high failure rate, because there is no basis of knowledge. Because how can you decide whether an indicator on a chart is right or wrong? Because you are focusing on the indicator itself rather than the market. Because whenever there is a technical indicator, it is driven by the market, but a lot of traders are using just the charts, and then they actually because they're free to do so. They're free to do so, trading blindly, and then that can actually go against the whatever news has come out, because these people here trading, they are trading blindly, and that creates a lot of noise, and this is a huge problem. But at the same time, what happens is that if everybody follow this way, everybody knows that, okay, the GBP is going to strengthen now against euro, everybody's watching the same thing, then everybody will go in the same way, leading to no profits and no gains to neither side. It will be just everybody doing in the same direction. But then this is kind of a reversing the opposite, with knowledge or without knowledge. This is without knowledge, and this is. But if you just learn the indicators, that most of the traders, they actually fail because they don't want to, or there's more work to be done to understand the fundamental analysis.